We read notes by direction. You'll notice I have my C here, my C4, and my C4 here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. C4 on my piano. If you're using an electronic keyboard, just go to the middle of the electronic keyboard. It should be middle C. Okay? It should sound like it. So now here we go. I'm going to play by reading the direction of the dots. If the dots go higher as they go to my right, the sound goes lower as I go to my left. So if I start here, I'm going to put a finger on C, 4, matching it up. Now the next note, does this next note go higher or lower? Is it higher on the paper or lower on the paper than that one? You can see with your eyes it's higher, but it's touching it, so it's right next to it going higher. So this is right next to it going higher to my right. So I'm going to play this one. Now this one is here. Now the next one I'm playing, is it going higher or lower? It's going higher on the paper. So in how many? It's right next to it, so it's touching it, so it's going higher to my right on the piano, right next to it, touching it. And the next one goes one higher. 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 I'm going to jump back down to here. I'm going to go one higher. One higher. One higher. One lower. One lower. One lower. That's how we read music. Now that's with our, now I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to flip it this way. Oh, and now we're going to go lower. Because we're going lower on the paper, we're going to go lower from C lower. Okay? So here we are. This time I'm going to use this hand. Here we go. There's the C. One lower. One lower. One lower. One lower. One lower. One lower. And if I had another dot, I'd go one lower, but I'm not going to. Just goes there, and I'll come back up. One higher. One higher. One higher. One higher. One higher. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to go down. One lower. One lower. One lower. One higher. One lower. One lower. One higher. One higher. One lower. One lower. One lower. One higher. One higher. One higher. One higher. One higher. That's reading the black dots by direction. Okay. What I've done now is I've taken some lines and just drew a line through one of the dots. Then that's in the space. And then what next one is the line, space, line, space, line. And I just drew lines through the dots. Why? To make it a little easier to see. And this is called the staff. The lines that you put there is called the staff. So now you can actually see, you don't have to guess if there's a skip because you can actually see. The notes are line, space, line, space, line, space, line. And then going this way, they're line, space, line, space, line, space, line. Now you can add as many lines as you want because every note on this keyboard either is in a line or on a space of the staff. So what I've done now is I've taken a picture of, don't forget there are only 7 different notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and they repeat over and over and over again. So here's what I have now here is I have, how many lines? I may have 11 lines. 11 lines. Now, I put that way you can see all the notes that we're going to be using from here all the way up to here to the G, way up here. Okay? And you can see that the middle C is right there where my C is. There's my G line right there. And there's my F line down there. Now, I could have put on every one of these lines or spaces, I could have put a letter name, because the notes are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F. G, A, B, C. D, E, F, G. A, B, C, etc. to the up. So, but I put them on this to make you see that they can all be put on a line. Now, if I wanted to play some of these notes here, I could, this one here is our C. I could go to here, 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 here. That's my G line. And I could add more lines and spaces to account for all the notes. And I could add more down this way. So I'm going to see down here, see? Lower, line, space, line, and there's our F. Why? Because it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There's only 7 different notes. F, lower, 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 and lower. And this is about the extent of the notes that you're going to be using when you play the piano on any piece of music, basically. And so there are the notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and they repeat. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, see there? And they just come up. And this is C4. This is C5. This is C3. And this is how they look on the lines, on the staff, the grand staff. Now the G clef here, that's an old-fashioned letter G, and you can see the G right in there. And there's our old-fashioned letter F, and they turn around and there's the F clef. F letter, G letter. And that shows you that that second line is G, and that line, fourth line up is an F. So wherever that is, right between there, that's an F. And what circles around there, that's a G. So there's your G, there's your F, and then your middle C. Those are your 3 focal points, 3 points of reference. Introducing the staff. It was in the Middle Ages that people began to think of using lines to represent musical notes. The very first systems used 11 lines. Why 11? Simple. It was the number needed to fit all the notes the human voice could sing, from the lowest note of the male bass to the highest note of the soprano. Basically. Some people could sing way up here, and some people could sing way down there, but very few. And this is the lowest heard is a 20 hertz, and the highest heard is a 20,000 hertz. And this shows you the vibrations per, so this is vibrating 261 times per second to make that pitch. A, 440, this is vibrating, that string inside the piano is vibrating 440 times per second so that you get that pitch. And of course the higher, the A5 is doubled, 880. A3 is 220. A2 is 110. And they sound alike because they're doubling the frequency each time. The frequency means the speed of the vibration, because sound is vibration. Okay?